Hello. Just waiting to start our live event in just a few minutes. Waiting for my co host, Adrena, to join us. Hi, Nora. Hi, Mary. Hi, everyone. So I'm just waiting for the co host and a couple of our beautiful parents to come join us. Hope everyone's doing great today. Hey, Nora, you want to come and join us? So we're super excited. Hi, Adrena.
Hi.
So I'm just waiting for
Hey,
the
Nora.
folks to join us.
Nora, send us a quick request. There should be a little button at the bottom with a plus, I think. And then let you in. Yay. I totally interrupted. Go ahead, all you.
So no, we're super excited to have all the parents and families and wonderful viewers out there to join us for our Insta Live. And so we're super excited to talk, with the parents to talk about taxes, the child tax credit, and get some wonderful resources out there to help the families.
So you are coming from Parent Voices San Francisco?
Well, yes, Parent Voices Bay Area, so I kind of like hop around. And Hayward, Oakland, also in Contra Costa County. So
So you
super,
busy.
yes, yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Trying to see.
Um,
I
I think we
want.
haven't.
Did we get another request?
I haven't received a request. So
Mm, let's see. Have you done your taxes? I have not even done my taxes yet.
oh, here it is. I'm so sorry. Okay, Nora. So okay, I'm sorry, Adriana. Just
Hi,
okay.
everyone.
There. Oh, Nora. Hi, Nora. So happy
Oh,
for you
yes,
to
thank you for
join
having
us
me. I'm so
today.
excited to be here.
Yeah, so we're gonna have other parents listen in, and we're just waiting for one other parent, but we'll probably just go ahead and start our discussion, and they can just hop in, and I'll add them in. Okay. Okay, so I was just talking to Adrena, just to let you guys know that I am a Parent Voices leader and also a writer. And I'm from the Bay Area and super excited for to host this event for the parents and families to really discuss, certain things about taxes, the child tax credit, and make sure the parents understand the resources and services that they are eligible for. And so I just wanted to talk with some of the parents, and maybe you guys could also just let everyone know who you are, where you're from.
All right, I'll go ahead and go. Hi, everyone. I'm Nora. My pronouns are she, her, ella. I am a community organizer for Parent Voices Oakland, and I am the mom of an almost 6-year-old. She will be six in a few days. Yes, so happy to be here again.
Yes, thank you, Nora.
Hi, everyone. My name is Adrena. I am coming from Nectar Digital Collaborative. We help Parent Voices with all of their social media. And just being a part of Parent Voices on the outside looking in has been amazing. You all are like, you don't even know how bright your stars shine. I am personally coming from Monterey County, which is Central California. And also, I am a mother to a 7-year-old who thinks she's 27. She will be 8 next month. And yeah, so I'm just excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much, Adrena. Um, this is very wonderful that we're all here in this space and that we're really all very empowered and very enthusiastic to help all the parents. And it's wonderful. It's completely like a very beautiful experience as a parent and also an advocate. So, ladies, please let's get to business. Um, so can do you both want to share, and I'll also share some of my thoughts about the actual like taxes and child tax credit. Do you want to like explain like how you actually understand the child tax credit and how it's also benefited you and your families?
Yeah. No, go ahead.
I'm okay to go.
Sorry to cut you
Go ahead.
off.
No, don't even worry about it. I just feel like taxes as a whole is just super overwhelming. It's I remember when I first had my daughter, I went to like this hole in the wall place. I mean, I'm like whatever with taxes. I'm like, okay, here's all my paperwork. And I remember I got my refund. I think my refund was like $1,100. And I remember telling my friend, and she has a daughter. We all had the same information, and she was like, "They did not like you qualify for way more than what you just got." And I was like, "Really?" And I was so confused. I'm like, "I don't know. I just give you my paperwork." So for me, taxes, here's my paperwork. You're supposed to help me, right? That's your job? No? I mean, I didn't go to school for this. I don't know. So for me, all in all, everything taxes, I'm just like, phew. That's me personally.
No,
I don't know about you. You
I
want to go
agree.
next?
That's kind of like the concept of taxes is just something very, very strange, very different than what I'm used to doing. I also kind of do what you do. I just whatever I'm told it is, like I have full trust in the person that is talking to me. Like that's why I am there, you know. And I, like you said, like I don't do this for a living, so I am here assuming that I am getting um, the best amount back, you know. But it would be great to have a better understanding. And even like when you Google it, like it's all just so words you can't understand, phrases you can't understand, like vocabulary that doesn't make sense. And it's just really overwhelming to the point that it's just like, I'm just going to set it aside. I will do it Tuesday evening. I'll do whatever resources online, you know, just like H&R blog or something, the free text filer, you know, and call it a day. Whatever I get is right. But it sucks because then you encounter better resources or other spaces, other people who can help you, and you just wish you knew earlier. I guess that's where I'm at. I wish I could have known earlier um, that all of this exists because it is just really overwhelming.
I know. Oh my goodness. Yes, Adrena. Yes, Nora. I completely agree. I think my experience too is like taxes is very like stressful. You want to make sure you have all the right forms and you thinking about okay, how much am I going to get back? Like actually like thinking about what you're going to actually be spending the money on. Like I have to save this amount or oh, I need to do like car repairs or my kids need new clothes or they want to go to a camp, you know, special camp, dance camp. And just thinking about those types of things, so like, you know, that parents day to day, you know, like can really benefit from like certain resources to maximize, you know, the amount that they receive or, you know, making sure that they're you know, submitting the proper documents that they need to, you know, get their money back, or so yes, definitely. So what like since we had like um, pretty much a devastating global pandemic that's lasted, pretty much 2 years now. How has the child tax credit, helped you, or what are your thoughts about the actual child
Yep.
tax
I'll go
credit?
ahead and go first this time. It has been really helpful. Just for very, very brief background, my partner was in an accident. So we lost one source of income into our house. So just having that extra, like just extra cash for the month was able to provide groceries, gas, just like the very basic needs, the basic essentials for our day-to-day living. And it was just one less thing to worry about, especially during a time of already crisis, I guess would be in my house. Like it was one thing I didn't have to think about. And it's just it would be really helpful knowing that it was consistent and it wasn't going to be going away, because just the insecurity of that is also just adding on to the layer of stress. And it was just really nice to know that that was an extra help we all had, and we could all kind of even have a treat, or enjoy a date to an ice cream shop or something for the kiddo, or like a pizza date or something. It was just nice to have.
Yes, Nora, I completely agree.
Definitely. It was a refreshing big breath of air that was unexpected and so overwhelmingly needed, that you don't like, we're so used to like financially making things work as parents that we don't even realize like, oh my god, that helps so much, because it's like we're so used to like, okay, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, we have a little extra here, I need an
Mm-hmm.
oil change, you know what I
Right.
mean? So it
Right.
was so nice to have that little extra, like, oh my god, I needed brakes, yes, I needed tires, the rain is coming, like just to
Mhm.
be ahead. And it's not even ahead, it's just a month or two of okay, you know what I mean? Like it's not even like, oh, I'm
Mm-hmm.
good, no.
Right.
It's like, oh, okay, cool, I can breathe
Mm-hmm.
for a month,
I
you know
know.
what I mean?
I know. I know. So I just want to share, my thoughts and experiences as well, like during the pandemic and the child tax credit. So I recently just had a baby. She's 1 years old. And so, during the pandemic, I was, pregnant and, had a new infant. And so the child tax credit, it did help to like ease some of my like anxiety about having a new baby and then taking care of my three other kids. But it was mostly essential in like meeting like basic needs, like I said, taking care of certain things, mostly for my kids, you know, all mostly just for the kids and making sure I was taking good care of myself. And so I think for me, like I definitely wanted, I want the child tax credit to continue. It's like very beneficial, and you know, I was basically just, very thankful to receive, the money, each month. So yes, it's very important that, parents, maintain stability, especially during a global pandemic, and it's impacted so many people. It's very needed. Do you all have any other thoughts or anything you would like to share?
I just think it's sad that we had to have a global pandemic to get the help that we've always needed and always deserved. Like, I mean, I worked two jobs, like there was times where I worked three jobs and went to school, and you know, it's frustrating when I look back that I had to, that we all as a world, a society had to go through a global pandemic to get the help that we've always needed. And just because we're still in a global pandemic, so when, oh, bad internet, she'll come back. Um,
Oh,
when, yeah, I don't know. I just look at that and I'm just like, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating.
okay.
Sorry about that, everyone.
It's okay, Nora. Did you have any other thoughts about the like child tax credit or the pandemic?
I do just want to say that kind of same thing Adriana just said. It's really upsetting that it did take a pandemic to realize the importance of this, you know, and just for our government to see how much that extra income was going to be beneficial for us and for our families, for our children. And how it was said earlier, we just don't know what expenses are going to happen throughout the month. And sometimes we're like so short on cash, you know, like just for this, just for that. And then we had like holidays come around the corner, you know, a lot of us did not work, but Christmas still happened, like Thanksgiving still
Mm-hmm.
happened, like New Year still happened, birthdays are still happening. And our children don't don't understand that, you know, like you can't really sit down with them and be like, hey, I just don't have the money for that, you know. And you definitely can, like I'm not just I'm not going to say you can't, but it's just it's really nice to know that you're going to have that extra little bit of cash to be able to take care of whatever extra expenses come your way. And that's just such a weight lifted off your shoulders on a monthly basis. Like it just lets you breathe, like it was said earlier. So yeah, that's just the thing. It sucks that it took such a crisis to come to terms with that.
I know. I completely agree, and I think so many parents feel the same way. So many families, so many people, have really been impacted by all this, and um, I'm also just wondering, like, what do you think is like actually happening? Like, here we are, parent voices. We're advocating. We're reaching out to parents. We're vocalizing our stories. What do you think is actually happening with like the actual political woes that are happening? Like, with the legislators. Like, what do you think is happening for them they are when they hear these stories?
I personally feel that it depends on the legislator because there are legislators out there that know the struggle or saw their parents struggle, so they understand the struggle. And then at the exact same time, you also have those legislators that have always been entitled their whole lives and they have no idea what it means to work three jobs and have to figure out, pinching pennies to make sure that my daughter or our daughters or children have shoes, because they don't stop growing, So it's it's frustrating to me because bottom line, I just feel like legislators need to realize that it's about humanity, period. Like we all need to be taken care of. Like point blank, stop talking, that's it. That's me.
Oh, I love it. Definitely, it's definitely about humanity and really paying attention to, what's happening for people. Um, and I know everyone won't be, nothing will be perfect, but we're working, right? We're working towards perfection. Is that what's happening? No. Nora, do you have any thoughts?
Um, yes, for one, I'm gonna stop trying to mess with the chat because I keep I keep trying to answer and just get logged off. So I am so sorry. Um, but I do agree with what is being said. There's like a really big disconnect between like who is making the policies, who is making these decisions, and who is being impacted by it. Like it the people who are making these decisions, like they're not the ones who are really like having to make those choices of like how am I going to get through all my bills, you know, or like, how am I going to pay off all this credit card debt that I compiled throughout the pandemic because I wasn't able to go into work, you know, like, how am I going to stay afloat? And those questions aren't really, those questions and those comments and the lived experiences are not really being centered. So I do agree that it's really right now we just need to be really vocal about it and really share our stories and really be heard. Like take up the space and really. I like what Clarissa says here at Parent Voices Oakland. She says we got to bring the crisis to them, and I think that that is really important right now. Like that is the moment we're in with this tax credit. We really need to make it known and keep sharing the importance of what this means to us and how it has aided us during such a crisis, such a pandemic, like an ongoing pandemic, nonetheless. Yeah.
Yes. I think um, this has actually been very, I think it's very helpful for us to continue to have these discussions and bring forth our stories and, you know, um, feel very, find a sense of like honor and resilience in telling these stories and telling, you know, about our experiences as parents. And I think this is very wonderful that Parent Voices continues to create this space for families and for us to make a difference and change for our kids. You know, there's so many wonderful things that Parent Voices, you know, that this organization does within the community and great events, you know, Stanford Children's Day, where, you know, parents and families can come out and feel excited about, you know, making progress, making change that positively impacts our families, our children. And that's like one of the, you know, I know it's very important for me, and I know it's very important for you both, and it should be very important for everyone to make sure families are doing great. Not just families, but also individuals and families as well. Um, so, I know we just have like a few more minutes, but did you all have any other things that you wanted to make sure the parents out there watching understand or make sure that they know about the taxes or child tax credit?
Only thing I want to say is I still have not done my taxes. We have until next month on the 15th to do our taxes. So do your taxes. And also, I do know that we get busy, and I know a lot of people, they're like, language barriers, didn't have transportation, like things happen and taxes don't get done. I also don't want people to freak out. I also want them to know that they can file for an extension for more time. So that is free on the IRS website, and I'm sure there's other places. That's just the only one I know of. Um, those are my two main things. I really need to do my taxes. I'm just thinking out loud. Go ahead.
I just want to say to take advantage of all the resources. I have been messing with the chat this whole time and keep seeing all these links pop up. And I think it's so important to not only take advantage of them, but like really share them and let others know that they're available and that they can also use them and to do their taxes. Like we really need this money and it's our money at the end of the day. It's our money, and we should be the ones to make the decision of what we want to spend it on, you know. So let's file our taxes, get our money, and be able to just help others do the same.
Yes. I also wanted to add that parents can also go to getyourrefund.org, and that it also provides, you know, different options for parents if you want to file for multiple years or if you want to do a DIY tax filing. Um, that's also available, and we'll also have some we'll also be posting some other resources as well for the parents and some tips moving forward. So to give parents ongoing support with, filing their taxes and having access to community resources. So I know I see some comments. Carmen.
Carmen Rose.
Oh, yeah.
So many
Oh,
people.
Carmen Rose. Hi, Carmen Rose. So
Yes.
I do see some parents commenting. Thank you all. We love you all, and we're happy to, share this information with you all.
And also, did you know that you can actually redo your taxes like prior years? Like you can basically be like, no, they didn't do it right, and then go back a few
Hmm.
years. I did not know that until I worked at a tax agency a few years ago, and people were coming in and they were like, oh, we hear great things about this person, and my taxes are horrible. And they would like, she would basically tell the IRS that they were going to go back a few years. And then next thing you know, they were like, $10,000 refund for those like 3 years or something like that. I don't know the specifics, but yeah, I did not know that. So if you have had horrible service in the past and you find these resources that are here that I didn't know about, you know, um, yeah, you can actually go back years if you had horrible service too. So
That's definitely worth checking out. I'm gonna I'm gonna look into that.
right, because I mean,
Yeah, no, I know I always struggle with my taxes, and well, I just finished school this year, so I've always had to do all the paperwork of like filing for school paperwork and all of that. And I know I've missed things here and there, so it would be great to kind of just use these resources and take advantage of them. See if there's anything, worst case scenario, there's nothing, but just in case.
yeah, I mean, yeah, the year that I got that 1,000, I was going to school, and then they were like, "Oh, your computer, your laptop, your things, like
Mm-hmm.
this was all things that are tax write-offs." I was like, "No,
Right.
stop playing."
I know, right? I know.
No, see that's why these discussions are good, because you don't know these things,
You
and
don't.
especially if you can like backtrack and do prior years, like that's great.
Yeah, I mean that
I know.
our money is out there.
Mhm.
We just have to find the
Exactly.
right people that want to give us our money.
Right. I know. No, this is wonderful. This is absolutely great to make sure the parents have this information and that we're here to support them. And, Parent Voices is awesome alongside, other organizations that's working very closely to make sure parents are getting the services and money that they deserve, especially during this very crucial time. But yeah, so I think we have some comments. We'll also be getting back to some parents and following up with some important themes that we feel like we should be following up with as far as the child tax credit. So thank you all. Thank you, Adrena. Thank you, Nora. You both lovely ladies for um, hosting this wonderful event with Parent Voices, okay?
Thank you all for just sharing time and space and energy and effort with me. Super excited.
Yes, yes. Thank you for having me. It was really great to start my day today like this. It's always great to talk about such stressful conversations, but with people who can like solve questions, and kind of like get the brain thinking about like other possibilities and things that you could potentially do. And I'm going to be calling parents all day today, so I am looking forward to sharing these links. I'm going to share and share widely today. That's what's going to be happening.
Yes. And I'm super excited. Yes, Mary, we're going to be doing the Spanish one on Facebook tonight at 6. So
Yay.
excited. All right. See
Okay,
you all
ladies.
later.
All right, bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye, everyone. Thank you for joining us.